Hey guys, it is time for another Empties video. So usually I just let my products compile for like 1 year and I was like, I'm not doing that this time. I'm gonna try to do it as I fill up this box, and it filled up pretty quick. So we're just gonna get right into it. This is based off my memory because some of these, it's been a minute since I used them. But you know, we're just gonna do the thing. So let's go. There's no order in which I'm going through these. I'm just gonna go through and let you guys know what I thought about all of these items. So let's get started. First is the Dr. Teal's bubble bath. I love all of these bubble baths. There was one scent that I liked more than the other. I can't remember which one it was. I think this is the one I like, coconut oil. I love these. I highly recommend them. They're super affordable and it lasts forever. And then also, as you get to the bottom of the bottle, put some water in it and like shake it around and you get at least 2 more uses out of it. But I've tried all the bubble bath and La Aceton is my favorite. Am I saying that right? But it's so expensive and the bottle is like half the size of this. I wanna say this is like $6 and worth every penny. So highly recommend. Okay, PMD. I love my face PMD. Do I think you need PMD brand? Not necessarily. I think it's a little expensive, but it works. And you want to get a sonic cleanser for your face, not a brush like Clarisonic. Like there's a reason Clarisonic is out of business because everyone realized that the little brush bristles were actually damaging our skin. It was causing these little micro tears. So we all switched to medical grade silicone. You can buy any brand of medical grade silicone as long as it's medical grade, because what it does is it automatically disinfects itself. So it doesn't harbor bacteria and it dries out quickly, unlike brush bristles, especially if it's kept in your shower. But PMD came out with a body one. I tried to like this, I really did. This comes with 3 different tips. It's a magnet. So it has the big scrubby side and then the loofah. And I was like, okay, if you have like back knee and you need some help getting back there and cleaning it, but it's so expensive, I do not see why anybody would buy this and not just get one of those loofah wands or something different. I would not waste your money on this. It also came with like a little, I think this was the massage tip, and it's like plastic and very painful. So I don't know who would want to use that. And this isn't like a massage gun. It's like little tiny, like if you've ever used a sonic cleanser, it's like these little vibrations. There's nothing like relaxing about it when you're using hard plastic on your body. So, and then it also came with the pumice stone. Very random, very overpriced. I would definitely skip this thing. Okay, we love this. This is not an empty, I just got a new one because this one is like 3 years old. And if you look closely, you can see it's all matted and like pressed down. The new one, I think it has a detachable lid or something. I still got a Revlon, but I don't know. I also feel like the brush bristles are a little bit longer. I know they did a revamp. I'm not quite sure which one I got, to be honest, but it works. I love it. If you have super damaged hair, I do not recommend this. I recommend you get the T3 one. It's more expensive. It's like 3 times the price, but it's going to be really good for your damaged, brittle, dry hair. This is only good for people with extremely resilient hair because it can cause breakage. Like I notice when I use this a lot, I get a lot of breakage up here, like a lot of flyaways, but it will give you the sleekest blowout. So I'm a huge fan. I actually have a video where I review how I use this. And in that video, my hair was way too wet. I usually let it air dry for a while. I don't know why I didn't that day. I should probably refilm that, but highly recommend this. It can take me, like if my hair's air dried and then I want to add some bend to the ends, I can style my hair and give myself a super sleek blowout in like 6 minutes. This is the best. My all-time favorite dry shampoo is the Moroccan oil for light toned hair. It has a very slight purple tint. I don't know if you can see that. I've done a lot of videos about dry shampoos. I talk about this all the time. It's the best. It smells good. It makes your hair feel good. It's not a heavy residue one. It's not one of those volumizing ones that I know some people love them. I don't. I don't need more volume at my roots. It tends to get big anyways. So this just keeps your hair looking really sleek and clean, which is the goal when I use dry shampoo. Another empty dry shampoo is the original Living Proof Perfect Day. And I love this oh, perfect hair day. I love this one too. If I had to pick between these two, it would be Moroccan oil. I like the fragrance more, and I feel like it feels a little bit cleaner in my hair, but I am a big fan of Living Proof. So either one, I would say go off the fragrance you prefer. This also comes in a dark tone, so if you have darker hair, you don't have to get the blonde. And it's nice because it's a dark tint, so you're not gonna have this white powdery residue all over your hair. Highly recommend. One of the worst self-tanners I have ever used, and I've used a lot. The Vita Liberata, this is the self-tanning mist. It was patchy, it didn't last long. It's a clear spray that just, you have no idea where you put it. And I would say I'm pretty skilled at self-tanning myself, and this was just a complete mess. Like, my husband was teasing me because I just looked so crazy. And I like to test my self-tanners on him too because we have different undertones. This didn't even show up on him, so I would skip Vita Liberata. I also think that their prices are a lot. I think that they're too much for what you get. There's way better brands out there. If you're looking for a self-tanner that I love and trust, I just did a review on Coco and Eve versus Lovingtan. Both are great. Coco and Eve definitely wins. Just in like the color, just the most beautiful, deep looking tan. And then if you don't like one's a bronzer, I love the Tan Luxe has the butter. It's a lotion. Amazing. And you can wear it during the day and it makes your skin look really glowy and beautiful. I also love the Isle of Paradise one. I love both of their water sprays too, and those go on clear. And then I just tested another brand, like a more affordable, what was it? Tanologist, I think. It was like an express tan. So I'm gonna link the ones I recommend below. Definitely do not recommend this one though. Hey Honey is one of my favorite facial serums. It's really good for dry skin, dehydrated feeling skin. It just makes your skin look so glowy. It also has honey in it, so it's going to help if you're prone to breakouts like me, if you have acne prone skin or just very sensitized skin, you're gonna love this. It is amazing. When my skin is freaking out, I reach for this. This is probably gonna always be one of those products that's just in my routine somewhere. Like, I will always have a bottle of this lying around because I love it so much. These Bliss That's Incredible Spa Strength Glycolic Resurfacing Pads. I love these, and I gave a few of these to my friend who had never used any sort of acid in her skin before, and she was amazed. She went and bought a box after using the 3 I gave her because she's like, my skin has never looked so good. I'm a big fan of using acids in skincare, and I liked these because they're really good for travel. I feel like it is kind of wasteful because they do come individually packaged, so it actually took me quite a while to use them because I would just use them on trips. But I love them and I highly recommend them. If they come in one of those like jars, why was that so hard for me to think of? Comes in a jar, I would definitely recommend it. I don't know if it does, but either way, these are really, really good. Another Thayer's Toner Empty. If you've been around here for a minute, you know this is like my go-to skincare product. And I told myself I'm gonna test not using it. So since I ran out of this, oh, and I also put the dates when I open products. So this one I opened in September and I ran out like 3 weeks ago. But I have not used any sort of toner in 3 weeks. And I noticed I was getting all these little whiteheads all over my face. I don't know what that's about, but I want to experiment and see, do I really need toner, or have I just convinced myself that I need a toner? I think I need a toner, but this one I love because it's alcohol free. It has witch hazel, so it is really good for acne prone skin, but it's not going to dry your skin out, and it just rebalances your skin's pH, and it keeps my skin very happy. The rose petal fragrance is beautiful. It's not super rosy. It's just refreshing and I love it, but I haven't been using it and I am noticing a difference in my skin. I'm probably gonna go a few more weeks and then start incorporating it again because I truly love it so much. I've used it for years and it's just the best. A makeup product that I'm kind of conflicted about this one. I think that the container is really stupid. So it has this big puff on it, which that's not how I like to apply makeup, but it's hard to get it out of the bottom. So this is the Kiko Milano Invisible Touch. But once you get it on your face, it really is a beautiful setting powder. It smells really bad, like horrible. And so it's not like, it's like chemically. It's not like they put a fragrance in it. It's just very chemically. And I'm pretty sure it doesn't have talc. So I was like, I did a collab with them and I really did enjoy it. But at the end of the day, the smell is what turned me off of this. If you're looking for a good talc-free, I'm pretty sure this one's talc-free, but my favorite talc-free right now is Cover FX or the Ilia setting powders. Both are amazing. Okay, Derma E came out with their Universal Cleansing Balm. I don't know if they just came out with it, but they just sent it to me. I used it a couple times, so you can see. The smell is actually really nice. It almost smells a little orangey, but I even put a thing on top so I would remember why I didn't like it. So oily. People that swear by the Elemis facial balm, you might like this. It could be a good, less expensive dupe, but I don't like that one because I feel like it leaves this oily, filmy residue on my skin. And when I use a cleansing balm, I like when you get it wet and it gets all milky and then rinses off. My favorite is from Vanilla & Co., the pink one. It smells good and it rinses off really well. It doesn't irritate my eyes. It doesn't like make my vision all blurry. This one just got super oily. And then also the Versed, this is their Day Dissolve Cleansing Balm. Same thing, I didn't love the fragrance either. Yeah, I think it was the fragrance that really did it for me. If you're familiar with essential oils, you know what Thieves smells like. If you like Thieves, then you'd probably enjoy this. I don't like how Thieves smells, and so this one was just a no-go. So both of these are no. Okay, so this came as a trio. It's the Hum Skin Squad Pre and Probiotic, the Omega Oil, and then I don't remember what the third one was, but I'm gonna link it below. And you had to take 6 pills every single day, plus all the other supplements that I take. So it was just a lot, and I can only swallow 1 pill at a time. My husband just like puts a whole handful in his mouth and can swallow it. If I do that, I start choking. It's ridiculous. I wish I could swallow more at once, but I can't. I can't even take a shot. Like, I have to take a half of a shot glass at a time because the whole thing, it just does not work for me. So anyways, I do think that I'm gonna continue with a probiotic because my skin is breaking out, like I said, and I'm getting these little whiteheads. So it might be some gut health issues, but I do think that these did calm my skin down a little bit. I just don't know if I want to take that many pills a day on top of the pills I already take. So I would say if you have really acne prone skin, I would say give these a try. Actually, they didn't make me feel sick. They didn't irritate my stomach. I didn't have any negative side effects, which oftentimes when I take a new supplement, I do. So if you're battling with your skin, I would say try the trio. This one I'm actually really sad about. It's not an empty, it's just the color was way too light. I bought it online during COVID and I really do like this. It's the Synchro Skin from Shiseido and it's oil-free foundation. I bought color Quartz, which I'm always like a medium neutral in every single foundation, and this was just so light for me. So I would recommend going in and getting a color match, but it makes your skin look so flawless. So good. But it's even too light for my winter color, so you might need to go a few shades darker, but I highly recommend this foundation. I'm gonna go buy my correct color match because now I can go into the stores and try them on. Definitely recommend. Okay, the Lawless foundation was a big fail. So I wanted to love it. It's a clean beauty foundation, which I am trying to make some clean beauty switches, but it feels like a K-Beauty sunscreen. Do you know how those are like runny and watery, but they just go on your skin and they're so easy to blend in? It feels like that. Can you hear that? And it's good for like the first hour, nice full coverage, but then it made my skin look dry and patchy and oily all at the same time. I have combination oily skin, so that's very weird for me. And I was wearing this out in public one day and I looked in the mirror and I was like, I am embarrassed of how bad my skin looks right now. And I just went home. Like, that's how bad it was for me. So definitely do not recommend this. I love their under eye concealer. I think it's incredible. And I love their bronzer. Their eyeshadows are good. I didn't love the mascara, definitely not the foundation. If you are looking for a good, more full coverage, clean foundation, I'm a big fan of Wander Beauty's. Theirs is really good. All right, another foundation. This is the Too Faced Born This Way, and this is the oil-free and color light beige. It just didn't do anything for me. I feel like there's other foundations that gave me better coverage and that sat better on my skin. It wasn't completely horrible. It just wasn't my favorite. And so if I find myself not reaching for a foundation for longer than like a few months at a time, I just take it out of the lineup and I add it to my empties pile. I wouldn't recommend this. If you like full coverage foundation and you don't care if it's a clean beauty brand or not, the Smashbox Studio Skin is my go-to foundation. It is the best. And everyone I know loves it. It works well for oily skin. It works well for dry skin. Makes your skin look naturally beautiful. It's so good. This one, not so much. All right, Kerastase. This is the Blonde Absolute. This is the, it's like shampoo and conditioner, but shampoo and the mask. I hate the packaging and it's so overpriced. It doesn't smell that good. I feel like it didn't make my hair feel or look any different than any of my other shampoos. I know people swear by Kerastase. I just don't think I'll ever be one of those people until they figure out how to create better packaging. Look, there's even some product left in the bottom of this. I just couldn't get it out of a jar, which is kind of shocking, but I just didn't love it. All right, some more hair products that I didn't love. These were interesting. So Revolution came out with their Blonde Plex line. It's basically an Olaplex dupe. They literally numbered them 3, 4, 5, and 6. It's their restoring treatment, shampoo, conditioner, and styling cream, which, like, how is that allowed that you can literally just completely copy another brand's line? I don't get that, but instantly right off the bat, that was like a negative in my book. I don't like copycats, but I tested it. I did a side-by-side comparison. So on this side, I did the Revolution, and then the same day I used Olaplex on this side, and that was kind of interesting because this is obviously way less expensive, but the smell, I really didn't like the smell. It smelled like cheap shampoo and like cheap hair products. You know how they have that kind of sweet, like, tinge. I didn't love the smell, but I'm also very, very sensitive to smell. So what I did, I got my hair damp. I put in number 3s on both sides. I did a workout, so it was in for like 40 minutes, and then I went to the shower and I rinsed it out. I did a double cleanse with both the shampoos, so the Olaplex and the Revolution. And this is where it got kind of interesting. The Revolution was not lathering. It made my hair feel really tangly and gross, and I was like, instantly turned off. Even on the second cleanse, which usually that's when it sorts itself out, it didn't. But the Olaplex made my hair feel really incredible. So I thought I was done. I'm like, okay, obviously Olaplex is better, rightfully so. I moved on to the conditioners, and the Revolution conditioner made my hair feel so silky and soft, whereas the Olaplex made my hair almost feel a little bit tangly. So it kind of switched places. And then I got out, styled my hair, looked exactly the same. You know, I'd say if you want to try it, try it. If you're not sensitive to smell, it obviously doesn't have Olaplex's patented ingredient, but if you have damaged hair and Olaplex is a little bit out of your price range, give it a shot. And if you've tried it for a while, let me know, because I would love to hear what you guys think. I always say something that doesn't work for me could work for you. This didn't necessarily not work for me. I just don't really have super damaged hair, so I never even notice major results when I use Olaplex, but I know other people that use it and that swear that it completely changed their life. So if you try this, let me know what you think. Okay, I might be Olive & June's biggest fan, but this was a major fail. This is their cuticle remover. Whenever I put on fake nails, I always remove my cuticles first, and my all-time favorite is the London Town. I'll link it below. This one is so runny, it was just messy, and I didn't feel like it made any difference on my cuticles. So I would skip this one and just get the London Town. If you have cuticles or if like the sides of your nails get kind of hardened, that one will help just soften everything up. It also exfoliates your nails, so it just makes your nails look a little bit healthier. Okay, this was interesting. This is the Aromatherapy Associates De-Stress Muscle Gel. It smells like lavender, but I don't think it did anything for any sort of muscle stiffness. It's a warming rosemary, black pepper, lavender, ginger to de-stress your body. I literally think they're just using the fragrance to de-stress. It didn't warm on me and it didn't de-stress me. Okay, Dermalogica's SPF. This is one of their newer ones, I believe. It's the Invisible Physical Defense. I love that it has the non-nano zinc oxide, but it was really hard for me to blend in and it smelled like lavender. and it irritated my husband's eyes. So I would steer clear from this one. A sunscreen that I absolutely love is from Misha. This is the Soft Finish Sun Milk. This actually isn't empty, it's just expired. I've had it for more than a year and I know that it's no longer good. Sunscreens, you have to go by the expiration date, but unfortunately with most K-beauty sunscreens, they don't really have expiration dates. So you just kind of have to keep track, and this one's basically full, but I got it and I know I love it, whereas I'm constantly testing other products and I just realized I didn't use this up in time. So that was my bad, but if you're looking for a really easy to blend in sunscreen that smells good, it has a physical protection, then I do like this one. Glam Glow, this is one of the very first masks I ever splurged on. This is obviously a sample size, but this is the Super Mud Clearing Mask, one of my favorite exfoliating masks. It's good for acne prone skin, it dries out impurities, it's just nice and scrubby. The only thing about this is if you can buy the sample sizes, I would recommend doing that instead of the jar, because the jar will dry out really fast. So you either have to use it very consistently, which I never do with masks, or just buy the sample size. But if you have acne prone skin, you will love this mask. This one I'm actually really bummed about because I used to use this bronzer. This is the Hourglass bronzer. This is color Ambient Diffused Bronze Light, and the color is too red for me now. So I feel like it just makes me look flushed all the time, which is not my goal with bronzer. It's the most beautiful finish. It's a little bit glowy and like sheeny. It's just, the color is so off. I'm bummed because this is not cheap. I want to say the sample size is like $28 or something crazy. But Becca, who is my all-time favorite bronzer, went under, and I've been on the hunt for another bronzer that can replace it. I found a few, like the Ilia one I like. There's just nothing that I'm really sold on that I think is an exact or very close dupe. If you know of a favorite bronzer that has a little bit of a sheen to it, please let me know in the comments. Okay, now let's just go through some mascaras really quick. We'll start with the Thrive. I know for a fact why I didn't like this one. I don't like the clumpy eyelash look. I like my lashes to look brushed out and look just full and natural. This makes me look so clumpy, and I also find it annoying to wash off because it's a tubing mascara, so it just kind of like comes off in chunks. Everyone swears by this. If you're into the clumpy look, you might love it. It is a clean beauty mascara. That's a no for me. And then the Grande Drama, it has castor oil. It's a thickening mascara. Like, it actually is supposed to thicken your lashes over time. I just felt like it didn't give me the oomph that I like my mascaras to give me. Nothing against it. I also think it was hard to wash off, but I just wasn't my favorite. Although I did just do a comparison with Grande Lash Serum versus Lilac Serum, and I would say, honestly, you could probably save your money and get Grande Lash instead. I did like a side-by-side comparison, and they're very, very similar in their results. I think Lilac gave me length faster, but after 3 full months, they kind of evened out. So if you're looking for a good lash serum, the Grande Lash, highly recommend it. And then the Lancome Idol Lash. This is what the brush looks like. And it just didn't do much for me. That's all there is to say about it. I don't like brushes, like the plastic brushes like that. I like them when they're big, fluffy brushes, and it just didn't give me enough oomph. Okay, the Smashbox Super Fan. I actually really did like this one, even though it has one of those plastic brushes, but it has so much fallout. It's kind of like, what's that pink one everyone swears by? Better Than Sex. That gives me so much fallout. This one did the same thing. And then the Milk, I'm pretty sure this one just didn't give me, oh no, this one got clumpy. I used it once and I liked it. I used it again and it was just like a clumpy mess. And the packaging is so unnecessary. Like, what is the point of this? Look, it's like this silicone. What a waste of money. I feel like it looks so sleek. Oh my God. Well, whatever, you get the point. The packaging would look so sleek if it was just this white thing, but I don't know. Don't waste your money on that one. The Lily Lashes mascara, I love how it looks on my lashes, but it smells like a porta potty. Like not a stinky porta potty, but you know, like a freshly cleaned one, how they, whatever smell they use in porta potties when they first put them on the site, that's what this one smells like. So I couldn't do it. Okay, oh, last product. The Tan Towel Perfect Glow Drops. I was trying to add these to my skincare just like I do with my Tanlux ones, and it just didn't do much for me. I just prefer Tanlux, so that's it. Those are my latest empties. If you guys have any questions or any recommendations, leave them below in the comments. Thank you for watching. I know empties videos always get kind of long. I'm trying to do them more often, but you know. Anyways, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.